Do you know what I like to do after I get pumped up at the gym? I like to look at some football cards. I want to share with you now all my cards from the, it's just a great set that I love. It's a 1970 Kellogg's set. We'll start off with the O.J. Simpson. It's just a great card. You know, when you collect cards, you can't always collect people, right? Like, I collect cards for the game. You know, OJ was the first one to rush over 2,000 yards. Just one of the greatest running backs in history. I mean, if I only collected guys that were Saints, I'd probably have Bart Starr and a few others in my collection. I wouldn't be able to collect anybody else. You know, it's tough. You have to kind of separate the players, their personal life from the game, I guess, right? Like, there are people on both ends of the Pete Rose controversy. Some say he should be in, some say he shouldn't. Barry Bonds, the list goes on and on and on. I think Dave Parker should be in the Hall of Fame, but because of the whole 80s cocaine scandal, you know, he may never get in, even though every player was doing it, you know, but if you're the one that gets caught, you know, each era has its own thing. We had the steroid era, we had the cocaine era, we had the racist era, the list goes on and on and on of players that, you know, you might not necessarily want to hang out with or you don't think so highly of. So that being said, this is a great O.J. Simpson card. As a great football player. And here's Deacon Jones. Deacon Jones claims he's the all-time sack leader. They didn't keep that stat when he played. That's a great card, too. Here's Dick Butkus. Johnny Unitas. Drafted 12th round by the Pittsburgh Steelers, who then cut him. Good choice. Bob Greasy. Sonny Jurgensen. John Mackey. Great card. Got a couple Lenny Dawsons here for Dave over at Blue Jacket 66. He may be one of the best wide receivers a lot of people never heard of. Got a couple of those. Good linebacker. Got a couple of those. Bubba Smith. Alex Karras. Larry Zonka. At the time he played, I believe he was the fastest man in the league. Or was he the fastest man in the world at the time? Bob Lilly. Don Maynard. And this guy they invented the safety blitz for, I guess. And his grandson is playing for my Pittsburgh Steelers and just had a pretty good Monday night. I just think these Kellogg's cards are gorgeous. I was fortunate. I got a big lot of them years and years ago, and they're just packed fresh. Now, it would probably cost me thousands of dollars to grade them all. And I am not one who is brainwashed into grading every card I have because it would cost me like $1 million. And I can think of better cards to buy with $1 million than sending all my existing cards in for grading. But that's just me. To each his own. I know there are lots of people that spend more on card grading than I spend on cards each year. I guess whoever inherits my collection, they can have them graded when they sell them. Whoop. Spider. Man, I love looking at cards. I haven't looked at these in a long time. I wanted to pull them out. Just love these Kellogg's cards. How could you not? I made a couple interesting videos. If you haven't checked out my last few, you may want to. I did one on my Roberto Clemente collection, and I show some footage of him. And I did one on kind of my story growing up and my old card magazines and books from when I was a kid. I have lots and lots of videos, so you may want to check them out. I have a lot of different sets and rare cards that I feature. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I don't have all that many subscribers, but man, I got great subscribers. You're always commenting, you're always supporting me, and I really, really appreciate it. So until next time, thanks for watching.